This video is sponsored by Gate.io. If you set an account up using the link in the description, you'll get 25% back on all your spot and futures fees for life. Gate.io. Hello everybody, welcome back. Make a real excuse me, quick video about this. It's just an addition from what I said yesterday about this upcoming alt season. I did recognise actually that a lot of people have left very nice comments on my channel these last couple of days, and it's helped my algorithm. It's better than talking about the weather, which I thought might be a nice little thing to do. You know, so tell me what the weather's like where you are. Just to get some engagement on the channel, just to see if YouTube picks up on that. I tell you what, YouTube's algorithm is way more intelligent than we gave it credit for. It's actually it's actually picked up on compliments of my channel. So who would have thought that the AI is that intelligent? Probably we should have given it credit for that. So like I say, today we're just going to talk about the alt season, the up and coming alt season, the same alt season that we were talking about yesterday. But I did notice that amongst all the comments, Captain Noobmaster did leave a comment on there saying, "You're wrong." Look, you've got to give the analysis a little bit longer than about 18 hours to play out there, Mr. Noobmaster, right? Look, the analysis that I'm going to present to you today is exactly the same. Effectively, it's exactly the same. You might or may not have realised that I'm charting this on 4 hourlies, dailies, and weeklies, which should give you a little indication as to what sort of time frame we're looking for this alt season to start playing out. Yesterday we were talking about the alt season, and on Friday I was talking about certain entry points on certain coins on the Patreon. That would be where I'll be looking to get in. And my expectation is overall roughly about a 60% gain, 60-something% gain on average of altcoins versus their Bitcoin pairs, right? So that's pretty sweet. But it doesn't mean that by the time you finish watching the video and scratching your a-hole, that the full 60% will have played out. That's not how it works. We're talking 4 hourly, daily, weekly. So this alt season, if it starts to pick up momentum, will probably only really start to begin at some point next week at the earliest. Not today. Today would be an area where we would be a day where we start to look at filling our orders as the market pulls back into areas of significance, right? This is not a red week. This is very much a green week. This is Bitcoin on the weekly. A very, very, very awesome green week. Probably the best one we've seen. And so before you start going, we're going down. Bitcoin is currently down to levels not seen since 2 days ago. Come on, get a grip. Everything is fine. Okay, everything is fine. And the further we see red on these charts, the more excitement we should feel. And one thing I should mention, actually, I don't follow loads of people on Twitter or anything like that, but I have. It's been brought to my attention that this alt season that I've been talking about since Friday, and probably even a little earlier, has now started to begun to get tweeted about by top people on Twitter and big groups on Telegram. So I don't know if they follow me in secret and borrow my analysis, but let's stand back and recognise who told you this first. I think it was me. Right, so overall, just in summary, this is what we're talking about yesterday. I talked about on Friday. We've come into this zone, the first area where we would expect to see a resistance take place. It's only step one. So the bottom of this box, which is just short of a 4% range. So you'd scale in between 5 to 20%, depending on how bullish you are on alts. At this level, the higher we go, another, get to the center of it, perhaps just short of 48%. Another 5 to 20%, get to the top, another 5 to 20%. We're looking for the rotation to begin at some point within here. And it won't be an enormous one. Like I say, I've worked out, I believe, on average, about 65%, we'll call it, gain on altcoins versus their Bitcoin pair once this rotation starts to begin. Again, we would only be looking for that to begin with. But if we turn our attention to the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is where a lot of the gains are going to be seen in the smaller cap. Well, it's not exactly small cap, but anything outside of the two big players, really. We're coming down into an area of significance. There's your 200 exponential on the daily. Currently, we're above all major moving averages. We've not really been above major moving averages on this chart for a long time. The giant bear market descending trend line, we broke out of that. This looks like an accumulation. And if we're going to start to pick up pace, you do it when you're above all major moving averages. So let's face it. Take our attention over to the 4 hourly. What do we see? A golden cross. And where have we come down to this last couple of 4 hourly candles? The 21 exponential, we've had reactions, bounces from there. But we could also expect to see a pullback down into the 200 exponential, which could be as much of as a 3% move if it did it over the next few days. 3% to there, well, 2% to here. and really only just about 0.5% from where we're at right now. So the pullbacks, it's reasonable to expect to see bounces and buy-ins at these levels. Like I say, what we're talking 5 to 20% of what you're willing to commit to the market for this, what would be a 60% gain overall. Now, we are also looking at a trend signal that had been cancelled out over here. No big deal. This is just a 4-hourly. But the most important thing to think about is that if we start to trend up from here and we gather momentum, what we're likely to see, as we've built a base now, or looking to build a base above this 200 exponential and all the other major moving averages, would be divergences. Divergences that go from strength to strength, and that will continue on a daily chart to all these lovely tasty levels above. First area is going to be up here around 44 billion. The next major target would be up here at 636 billion, and this is what we were talking about yesterday. This is where we're getting our rough area of sort of alt season projection. That's 68% on the total market cap, and so that's just on average. If you trade something small like, I don't know, VRA or something like that, BITRUE, or these small cap, these small cap coins that I'm still privy to trading sometimes. Of course, they're the ones that are going to do some massive moves if this alt season works. Not because they're amazing coins, just because they move through association with the entire market, gathering up and sucking up some of this valuable billions that are going to be gained on this chart. Right now, it's just a matter of taking positions, looking for the charts with the divergences, the bullish divergences on the Bitcoin pairs. Looking for the ones that are going to gather that pump and trend signals on the USDT pairs. These are the sort of things we'll be looking for. And again, just because we see red doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It means that it's potentially day one, really, of getting your orders filled. Captain Noobmaster, please don't expect to see 65% by the end of this video. That's not what I was saying. All right. Go back to bed. It's Mother's Day, all right? I hope that you've bought her something for all that laundry that she's done and presented to you in your mouldy basement. Because today, we're just looking to have our orders filled. And again, 5 to 20%, depending on how bullish you are on this up-and-coming alt season. Like I say, top traders, or I say top traders, popular channels I've noticed have started to talk about this. I told you first, right? You can feel free to call me wrong in about 3 weeks. I would have, if we haven't seen anything in 3 weeks, then yes, I am certainly wrong about this. But for the moment, this is still the same analysis as yesterday, and today will probably be more important than yesterday, because we're starting to see pullbacks across the board for altcoins that we really want to start trading and putting positions in. Again, I'm not here to give you signals on particular coins. I really don't want to do that. I'm talking about the entire market as a whole. So for the most part, alts will all move together. Some will really perform, some will underperform. This is what the Patreon's for, really. Not for me to give you and prescribe to you what coins are the best. It's for you to bring your analysis to me and we can look at it together. That's the value of it. There's power in numbers. There's a community. And I'll apply my analysis over the top of your analysis, and we'll see if we can meet in the middle there. Right, well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a nice day. Like I say, it is Mother's Day, so Captain Noobmaster, if you could just do something one day for that mother of yours, that would be really nice. She's looked after you all the way. I know you're still, I know you're 45, but you could do something. Maybe allocate some of your Bitcoin into a Mother's Day card for her or something. Maybe the rotation from your pocket into hers might be a nice thing to do today. Other than that, I hope you have a nice day. We'll monitor this market. We'll expect to see pullbacks to the tune of up to 3% on the total market cap 3, which would be a little bit further downside on altcoins into areas of support where we might think about actually deploying that capital for what could be a 65% gain overall. Anyway, like I say, it's just an addition on last week's or yesterday's video. Have a nice day, take it easy, and feel free to leave me some glowing comments on this channel, because the algorithm definitely likes that. Take it easy.